What's up, guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and I've gone blonde. Welcome back to another episode of Musicians on Gigs, and this episode is called The Number One Thing You Need to Always Get Booked.
I know I like to desensitize, but this girl's got you on her mind. Something about your walk, talk, smile so bright, kinda something like my kryptonite. I'm not easy, but I know what I want. It's special, gotta let you know. So let's have some fun. You're still remembering. I'm so ready to die. Bring your body real close to me. Whole lot of romance. What's your fantasy? You and me tonight. Let's let me trace you and me tonight. What makes you and me tonight, baby?
I remember a booking agent once said to me, "You know what, Phoenix? I think you're awesome. I know for a fact that you have amazing talent, so that's not the issue. My only problem with you is that you are very inconsistent." He said that was the only reason why he was nervous about booking me. He was nervous about sending me my profile, my image, and me as a possible potential as an artist for gigs, for good gigs, for great paying gigs, because he was afraid that I wasn't going to show up looking like the artist that he knows that I can be. And that was one of my biggest rebellious things that I could not do. It was really hard for me to kind of like conform. I'm very impulsive, and whenever I feel like changing up my hair or changing up my style or whatever it is, or changing up a song, I go for it. I've pretty much always done what I wanted to do, and that's a little scary for agents. It's scary for managers. It's scary for anybody in a position of representing talent and artists, because they are selling you. They're constantly trying to sell you, and usually they're selling you in advance, but if you can't guarantee what they're selling, then they run the risk of, or have a fear of, getting the reputation of being, kind of like overselling, or, not really delivering what they presented. And it was something that I think hit me really hard, because I realized later on how important consistency is. How important, not only is it for, sometimes you won't get the gig just because of something like that, versus somebody who may not be as qualified as you, because they know that at least they're going to get whatever they sold to the client. The number one thing, more important than anything, is that if you present yourself a certain way, if you got hired doing a certain thing, unless you're adding more skills that you've been asked to add, or skills that are seen as valuable, then you can't go backwards, or you can't half-ass it, or show up kind of, sort of, or maybe, show up presentable. You can't be flip-flopping. You can't be inconsistent with people. And I mean, overall, people want something that they can bank on. They want something that they can rely on. They want something that they know they don't have to constantly check into to make sure, okay, is this good? Is it going to be this? Is this okay? They don't want to keep on temperature checking and make sure that you are what you say you are, or that you're going to show up the way that they know that they presented you to the client. And it hit hard. It really did, because I thought I was just being fresh. I thought I was keeping it, because I was a gigaholic. I was always touring. I was always on gigs. I was constantly doing my thing. So I felt like I was getting tired of me. So they must be getting tired of me. My look, my style, my song list. So I was always changing things up. Unfortunately, the client sometimes is selling the whole, they have this EPK, or this package they put together a while ago of you. Maybe they spent thousands and thousands of dollars on photo shoots or on video shoots to put together an EPK to present to multiple clients. And what you look like and the songs you sang and whatever they presented to their client is what they expect you to be able to convey or present when you get the gig. And artists sometimes isn't thinking about that. We're not thinking about all that. We're thinking about what we feel, what we want to do. And I realized at that moment that I wasn't getting a lot of the gigs that I really wanted or that were, coveted or sought after, because people were afraid that I might not be what the client thought I would be. And they didn't want to lose the contract because of it. And I used to think it was it's not a big deal if I want to change my hair color or my hairstyle. If I lose a little weight or want to change up this or want to do a song a different way or want to just basically scrap all this and do rock now, whatever. Because I was just thinking from the perspective of an artist and not from the perspective of being a part of a unit or a company. And I represented myself a lot, so it was much easier for me to think that way. But once I did join an agency, it was like, okay, somebody else is taking you under their umbrella and they're packaging you now. And now they are your go-between and you're not dealing directly with the client and negotiating your own contracts. So you have to kind of be more respectful of this system. So I would say that is the absolute number one thing that people look for when they present you to clients, and when clients present you to whoever their people are, or when they put you on billboards and advertise you for their venue. They don't want to advertise something and get something completely different. It's false advertisement, and people can be turned off by that. So I hope you guys got something from that. I hope this helped you guys out there. Make sure you send me an email. Let me know what topics you guys want me to cover. And if you have any questions, send your emails to musiciansongigs@gmail.com. Once again, musiciansongigs@gmail.com. And until next time, peace out.